Okay,
Call roll, please.
Counselor Waltney? Counselor Wolverton? Counselor Jones?
Here.
Counselor Nelms? Here. And Counselor Harden?
Here.
You're just missing the chair,
All
Counselor
right, so
Waltney.
we have a quorum. Mr. Gwaltney asked me to chair this meeting, so I told him I would do that. So we'll start with the committee meeting minutes of August the 16th. Do I have a motion to dispense with the reading and approve them as distributed?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, moved by Mrs. Nelms, seconded by Mr. Wolverton. Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed by the same sign? 4-0, that passes. Great. We don't have any old business, so moving on to new business. 02-10-21, request for consideration of adding streetlights to Short Oxmoor. We have Mr. Hambley. Mr. Hambley. So we have looked at this street for a long time, and in fact, Mr. Sims, you and I were talking about it, walking back there, very dark. So what is the recommendation after talking to Alabama Power?
Well, we looked at it, and I met with Alabama Power out there. It's really in bad need of lighting. All that Alabama Power would be able to do right now would be install 3 street lights. The only way to get any more, they said the city would have to go in there and cut a lot of trees. And most of those trees would be, in the front yards of the houses. So, my recommendation would be to install the 3 lights, and let's look at it, see how good that does. And then, if it looks like we do need more lighting, in the future, we'll kind of, I guess meet with the,
Yeah,
some of the
I
neighbors
totally
out
agree
there
with you. We do not want to take trees down for the
Yeah.
sake of putting lights
They call
up.
it
But
Short Oxmoor.
right now, we have, there's a 1 street light at Morris and Oxmoor, and there's 1 street light at Theta and Oxmoor. And that's all that's out there for that whole stretch.
now there is one private street
There's a
light.
it's turned to where it shines over their yard.
Right.
But it doesn't,
Okay.
it doesn't do anything.
But that's
for
going
the
to just stay,
street.
and we're adding 3 additional. Okay.
Right.
Okay, you've heard the recommendation from Mr. Hambley. Is there any questions for him?
Did you say what the annual cost?
Annual cost for the 3 lights would be $366.48.
That's total for all,
Total,
not per
all,
piece, but.
all 3.
Okay.
Right.
Tell me the location for this?
Yeah, one would be at 523 Oxmoor,
Okay.
one would be at 535, and one would be at 601.
Okay, thank you.
Is that gonna be paid from your regular 7 cents?
And
7 cents.
and typically, we would send this to finance, but I mean, I think it'd be fine if we want to make a recommendation to approve that expenditure coming out of the 7-cent gas tax.
Right.
But it's up to the committee. We can send it to finance also.
So moved.
Okay, so you're making the motion to expend up to $366.48 for the 3 streetlights at 523, 535, and 601 Oxmoor Road, coming out of the 7-cent gas tax as presented by Mr. Hambley. Was that your motion?
Correct.
Oh,
That's
good.
per year, right?
Per year.
Per year, yeah. 366.48. Moved by Mr. Harden. Second by Mrs. Nelms.
And we're not sending it to finance, correct? Just-
We're not
okay.
going to send it to finance.
Just
We're
going to
gonna-
council, okay?
Yeah, we're just going to send it to council.
All right.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign? Charlie, you for that? Okay. 4-0. He walks back there too, don't you? It's very dark. Okay, so that passes 4-0, sending that to council. All right, we only have one more item, 05-10-21. Request for consideration of an ABC 010 Lounge Retail Liquor Class 1 license for the Grocery Brew Pub doing business as a grocery located at 2823 Central Avenue, Suite 107.
Dr. Jones, can I just briefly say something Mr. Kendrick made? there's a bunch of information that we sent to Counselor Gwaltney and President White. What? That we put this one on the agenda because there was some questions. Normally we put them on other new business. That was one thing I was
Right.
watching.
Okay,
He had some questions on it, which is why we put it on there.
Yeah, I've got them.
okay.
I just
So-
wanted you to know why it was, well.
That's it. We can move forward with the item, and then I'll ask my question.
Okay, well, I just announced the item. So what do, yeah,
Do too many things at once.
yeah, so the item is now before us.
Okay, do we have someone, Bessie Rayford?
Do we have someone here from the grocery?
Rayford, are you back there?
Hi, sir. There should be a public safety sign-in sheet. Do you mind signing in? Okay, thank you, sir.
How's everybody?
Fine, how about you?
Good, thanks. Do I need an item number on here?
No, sir, you don't
Oh.
need that. It's fine.
Okay.
Just your name.
Rayford Cook?
So, Mr. Cook, you're applying for, I gotta get the name, lounge retail liquor?
That is correct.
Okay, and I guess I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page and that I understand. Do you currently, and this is about the grocery brew pub,
That's correct.
do you currently have, what kind of ABC license do you currently have?
I had a brew pub license.
You
and
had?
I had one.
Okay.
And that expired in, I guess, October 1st or September 30th. And that expired because we weren't doing enough sales in food to justify being a brew pub. So the ABC board asked us to come back and apply for the lounge license. It won't do anything with our business as far as the way we run things and do things. The only thing that will change in our operation is that we won't be able to brew beer. But as far as like having food available, offering drinks and doing the business like we've been doing, nothing changes.
Okay, and forgive my ignorance, what do you have to do to have the restaurant license? What is it that you weren't
Well-
doing that you needed to be doing
Well,
to
there's
keep that
two-
license?
Sure, there's two things there that keeps me from being qualified as that brew pub. And number one is I don't actually have a kitchen there. When I got approved for it the first time, I had a couple items in there, and then all we've used pretty much is the food truck, and that's what we've used as our kitchen. And then come to find out that that's not acceptable to the ABC, that I actually have to have a kitchen. So my goal is to obtain this lounge license so that we can function and operate and do our business. And then in about 6 months, I want to reapply after I have built a kitchen in the brew pub and then reapply for the brew pub license. So this will keep us going until we are able to go back and build that kitchen.
Okay, so this is a sort of stopgap?
Yes,
Or you-
this is, yeah, exactly. This isn't long-term. This is something that we're looking to do just to keep us going until we're able to reapply for that brew pub.
Okay. And I know that, just to, again, be clear, I know that there were some citations earlier in, well, it may not have been this year, it may have been last year, but some
February, I think.
citations, and that you were closed for a while, for some period of time by the ABC board. That, as I understand what you're saying, is not why you lost your
That's
license.
correct.
The reason you don't currently have a license is you let that one expire because you didn't meet the qualifications for the brew pub license.
I wish I could have renewed it.
Sure, right.
But because I didn't meet the qualifications, that's why it is. But we're gonna work on getting to meeting those qualifications so that we can reopen and do what we're doing as a brew pub, be able to make beer
Okay.
and grow.
And the citations, the previous citations you got, have those issues been resolved?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm. There are no citations.
What, I'm sorry?
There are no citations at this point, or there's
There-
nothing outstanding. Or,
Right.
yeah,
There
yeah.
were citations.
There were
but
citations,
but they've
yeah.
been handled, I
Yes.
guess is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. And the ABC board has
Yeah, they're-
resolved those in some way?
I mean, we're in good shape with them.
Okay.
Okay, and I have,
What have you been operating under since October 1?
I haven't, I'm closed at this point until I'm able to get this,
The citations deal with selling activities in February, and March, and April of this year.
that's correct.
So
We-
you were operating without a license?
No, sir. No, we've had our license up until September the 30th, and we were not able to renew it.
21?
21?
Yes, of 21.
Okay.
of 21, yeah,
Okay.
not 20.
Yeah. So we've been shut down just this month.
Okay, so let me just make sure I understand this. When you say we have our brew pub license,
Mm-hmm.
are you're meaning restaurant?
Correct.
Liquor.
Well, as a brew pub.
There's not a separate brew pub license by the ABC board, is there? Mr.
There's
Kendrick,
several
there-
different tiers, and,
I don't know the
Yeah.
ABC license category.
Yeah, I'd have to go look. at the
I'd
code.
have just known restaurant, and I didn't know.
so as a brew pub, you do have a brewing manufacturing license, and you also have the, restaurant license as well. So you have two licenses there.
Okay, and then, Mr. Kendrick, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but if we, if the motion was as to having no objection to this, can it be for a 6-month period? Can it be for a certain amount of time? Is that?
If you have an objection, all the decisions up to ABC, and they can set, you can't dictate the licenses on the, you can ask ABC to consider that, but they don't.
That's correct. In talking to them, I can go back and reapply for that brew pub before, they will issue me a license for a year.
ABC license is an annual basis, unless
Mhm.
otherwise terminated.
And that's right.
So it'd be
We
for a
could
year.
terminate, we could apply for the brew pub license again while we still have that license and then change it over again.
So I've got an additional.
Okay, sure.
Question, and Mr. Kendrick, you may be able to answer this, this may be more of a question for you. Because we're dealing with what is in essence a new license rather than changing from one license to the next, do we need to get police and fire? I assume it would need to follow the same procedure as any other new license.
Correct.
And we
So-
have done that. I've done the police report
that's
and
my
also
next
had the
question.
fire marshal out once already.
I
There's a
believe-
couple,
Salter, do you know if we've received those
I
back?
believe I have seen the police, but I have to double check. I'm not sure. Are you doing enough renovations? You have to have a CO. I'm not sure if we have seen.
I'm not gonna do a whole lot.
I don't know if I've seen anything from fire yet. I can go to my office
Okay.
and look and see, or y'all can just
That's
pass
okay.
a contingent on those 2 letters.
That's okay.
And that's what, I'm drawing a blank on names, that's terrible.
Was it Brandon Broadhead or,
No.
is it Mark Shannon?
Shannon, thank you, Mark Shannon. But he came out and he said that he would recommend that it just be contingent on getting the license and all that.
Okay. We made, I know I saw police.
That's fine.
I'm just not sure about fire.
And that, I just wanted to make sure we were following the right procedure.
Sure.
Because originally I had thought it was just switching your license, but not starting.
Yeah, we'll have to redo all that too.
So
It's
just new.
It's a new license.
So basically, it's just like starting, and just like every other new liquor
Yes, sir.
license at
Yes,
this
sir.
point. Okay. All right.
Ms. Salter, do you know how many of these are throughout the city? The ABC 010?
My senior revenue examiner told me that we have 3.
3.
The Red Lion, is it okay to say, the Red Lion, is called something crafty, I can't think of the name of it. And I think the
Very close.
Stir Crazy, I'm sorry, the Red Lion, and maybe there's a lodge, but there's 3 that we have. This will be number 4.
So all the other ones are restaurant?
Yes, sir.
Liquor and beer, wine, okay.
But we will be offering food the whole time. The food truck will remain and we will continue to offer food as well. That'd just be a different license, I guess, just operating under the food truck.
Okay.
And one last question, and Mr. Kendrick, correct me if I'm wrong. Nothing about this kind of license changes the hours of operation. Those are controlled by our ordinance, regardless of which kind of
There's
license
no
you have.
change in hours of operation.
No, sir.
Okay.
Everything's the same.
Well,
We'll continue exactly like we're doing,
What are your,
other than making beer. Sir?
what are your hours?
We open at 3, Monday through Friday, and close at 10. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we close at 12 on Thursday, and 2 a.m. on Friday, Saturday. And then our Sunday, noon to 9.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so I guess the proper motion here would be as to having no objection to the issuance of the ABC 010 lounge retail liquor contingent upon approval from the fire marshal and the police department. That would be the proper motion, so.
All right, so moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Harden, second by Mrs. Nelms.
Then he does.
All right, any other questions, comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed by the same sign. 4-0.
Dr. Jones, the third one was the American Legion. Stir Crazy and the Red Lion.
Okay. All right, that passes 4-0. Thank you, and
Thank
we'll
you.
recommend this to council next Monday for a vote. I don't know if you need to be here or not. It's up to you,
I'll come in.
but that's when
Just
we'll
send me,
pass it.
in case anybody has any questions, I'll be here.
Okay, yes,
All right.
Jones?
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
It's really 3-0. Mr. Wolverton's not here.
Well, yeah, but
Oh.
I'll take your papers.
Yeah, and I'm the city clerk. I do have my card. It's got my cell phone.
Okay,
As soon as
make
they
that
pass it and I
3-0
get
for
everything
the
placed on
record.
fire, we can give you the letter that you'll take to Valencia. As soon as I do so.
Let me
you
make
can
sure,
get in
Ms.
touch with me.
Salter. Ms. Salter, that was 3-0.
Who did?
Mr. Wolverton's not here. Okay, anything else? All right, with that, we're adjourned.